Ham is doing the introduction today because he's doing some tag work here. Today we're going to talk about Lionsgate portal. This is going to happen on August 8th, 2022. I'm looking there.
She's going to run off of a Lionsgate meditation for you in the 2022 portal. As you know, I'm PernellBobby, your astrotherapist. This is Iris Connection by Eileen. We are joining forces. We are wrecking the game. Absolutely fun. She just put up a new video recently on the Lionsgate as for a tarot read, but we will be showing you more of this, which is the Shadow Tarot deck today. In reverse, what was that? What is this?
Oh, the Eight of Wands that actually appeared on the video that I uploaded.
Was it in reverse or
no? No, it was upright position.
Okay, so this is, well, it was upright for us, it's reverse for you. So what's nice is we want you to go ahead and like this video, hit that subscribe. We're looking dead at you, and we're talking Lionsgate 2022. Looking dead at you, Lionsgate 2022. Mercury is in Leo right now. Awesome. But by Lionsgate on August 8th, Mercury will be in Virgo. So we're going to try to help break that down for you so you can better understand what that means. The sun will be in Leo. Awesome. On August 8th, the moon will be in Sagittarius. Okay. Venus will still be in Cancer during that time frame, so we are looking a little bit ahead. That said, we're going to start off and do a little Lionsgate meditation, just do some sound healing off the beginning to get you invested in this transmission. In order for that, we're going to do that and let you know a little bit about an event coming off this Sunday, which I'm going to drop the link right now. And it's a free event for you to join. Costs you absolutely nothing but your time and your energy. It's going to be on Sunday. I am dropping the video right now in 3, 2, 1. She's going to go sound bold. Check this out. Hit the thumbs up. Wait. Hit the thumbs up. Wait. Hit the thumbs up, baby. Okay. Love.
Cool. So let's just start off by closing our eyes and taking a deep breath. Try to breathe with your stomach part, with your diaphragm, opposed to your lungs. If your shoulders are rising, then you're not doing it right. Sometimes it helps to put your hands on your belly so you can guide all the air there. Do it at your own pace. Just make sure these are deep breaths and they are filling your whole body with the prana, the energy. It is normal to feel a little bit of heat because it's all of the energy that we are absorbing right now. I'm going to start playing the singing bowl. I want you to listen to these frequencies and let them start healing you. Deep breath. Take one more deep breath and you're going to exhale harshly, letting go all of the tension, all of the energies that are not serving you right now. Inhale, exhale. Start breathing normally. Start wiggling your fingers, your toes. Maybe move around your neck a little bit. And when you're ready, open your eyes. All right, so we're all set to start talking about Lionsgate. We're already letting go of energies that doesn't serve us, and this is gonna, well, at least in my reading, it was a big part of what the season is gonna be about. The Tower card came out, and this means to letting go of all patterns, all habits, all patterns that are not serving you right now. So this is part of what we did. Expect something more like that on the guided activation meditation that we're gonna have next Sunday. Sunday the 24th.
And you will see that right in the chat. Okay, I believe I pinned it. Maybe I didn't. Okay, it's already pinned. It says guided activation, meditation, and sound. I want to show you for Lionsgate what we pulled this morning and kind of give you that overall energy and the read on it. Would you mind grabbing it? I have this card right here. Just the Oracle deck. The elemental specifically. Thank you. So we're going to share a couple of the cards. I left them at the top. We have the Alpha Dragon guiding this reading, so I'm going to show you that briefly. And I brought out the healing instruments, okay? Because sound, music, creativity, these are the things during Leo season, during this Lionsgate portal, that are actually helping you to propel. Everything Leo-esque is what you want to make sure that you have as a part of the design of the things you want to activate. This is about not only you being a part of your unique personality, but you expressing that unique personality at a standpoint a little bit further and more progressed than Aries alone. Aries will be like that new instinct, that new start, but Leo is kind of like when you learn how to do it well together with others. So, like I said, the Alpha Dragon is the one that is actually guiding us on this Leo's Lion Gate. What's beautiful about the Alpha Dragon is this is pure masculine energy in all sincerity. To my understanding, in the deck that I have, there are 9 dimensions that are mentioned. The 9th dimension is this dragon here, and it's the highest of the dimensions mentioned. There's only 3 other dragons in the 9th dimension. What's beautiful about the black dragon specifically is as long as you have pure intentions to begin, and this is the critical part, you will be able to harness the divine masculine power of creation. This will help you create new physical manifestations here, new physical manifestations. So you are able to actually, with this particular energy that's guiding us today, as well as for like the Lion's Gate, you will be able to basically be a part of the masculine lead, the direction and the purpose of how the new 5th dimension will actually shape and turn out to be. Okay, so we're all 3D beings at this time frame. This is kind of like we're already aiming at the bare minimum for the 5D, even though we're only briefly stepping into the 4D. Not a tremendous amount of really understanding what 5D is yet, especially because we still have physical forms, okay? So 5D physical forms won't exist. This is us as a part of the age of Aquarian at the beginning of when it began, leaving the age of Pisces, leaving the age of religion, leaving the age of having to look for some higher power, some pope, some religious leader to be following and devout yourself to. We're officially leaving that season. None of us as a single soul being will have all the power. Aquarius is the energy coming. This is asking for us to make sure we have clear purpose and direction before you start to move. This is a tremendous manifestation power. You do not want to do this if your intentions are not pure up front. So ask yourself, and we asked ourselves, you want to share what we decided was our pure intentions behind even the 8-week mentorship and running in this next Sunday event that, like I said, is in the post, the guided activation. You want to share a little bit about what that pure intention was for us earlier?
I don't remember the last one.
The one we did earlier today when we were doing our routines.
No, yeah, because I remember we talked a little bit about bringing balance to the divine feminine and masculine, which is curious because also during our reading this morning, this card from the Starseed Oracle deck came out. This is the messenger, and it is talking about balance. It's talking about balance, about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And it's very interesting because, as Pernell said, the black dragon, the alpha dragon, it's a divine masculine energy. And there's another card that came out, probably he'll share after.
The alchemy?
Moon.
The moon. This is the last. This is the conclusion.
Yeah, the moon card is a pure divine feminine energy. So it is already happening. We're already seeing it. Even today, how we behaved is a clear example of how they are being combined. Just accept the guidance, accept the support, and mesh all those energies together for one combined purpose, because that's the highest goal that we are aiming for, to actually succeed in the activation of your intuition, of your inner self, so you can reconnect with your guides, so you can reconnect with your intuition, with nature, and understand that we're all just one. All of the energies are at the end combined as one.
Yeah. So this is one of the ways we were making sure we get connected with our pure intention. It primarily, the overall primary message is divine masculine, divine feminine must come back together. Divine masculine has not been divine, okay, in this, as for what the world is currently at. It really hit the low levels of auric fields, the lower chakras. During a Lionsgate, this is a time frame where we have the ability and the potential to really transport ourselves into our future most unique version. And honestly, all of us in our future most unique version will have our divine masculine and our divine feminine within ourselves, more in unison. More in unison. When I look at astrology, how I look at this is take the feminine energies. There's 6 signs, okay? All the water signs and all the earth signs are all feminine energies. And look at them and how can they be more supportive, receptive, attractive to divine masculine energy, which is all the fire signs and all the wind signs, which is more based off of purpose and direction. But purpose and direction, without that feminine support, it won't go very far. Okay? Without that feminine ability to attract what we actually manifest in the physical reality, which is, again, this guidance, this physical power, this physical reality manifestation, won't last. And that's what we see already happening in the world today. A lot of this energy has not lasted. So take a moment to hit the like, hit the subscribe button, okay, if you have not yet. We're going to get deeper into Lionsgate and this portal and what it means for you. In order to do that, we had energies. I had dreams last night, which we're going to share a little bit of those dreams, because honestly, the dreams were really in sync with what's going on and what we need to know, all right? But before that, let's take a break and look into this, okay? This first card here was pulled as a part of...
what we needed to do.
This is what we needed to
purpose.
do. Thank you. This is the purpose and direction. This is what we needed to do, all right? And it was focusing on magic and alchemy. You want to explain them more about the magic and alchemy? About what we needed to do? Which then came into, mind you, what was the challenge? What was the support? This was the support. And we'll get into the rock and duration. We'll get into the rock and the endurance following right after for the support to what we needed to do, which was about the magic. Okay? No, was this the purpose and direction or the need?
Yeah, I think it was a
This was a twist.
It was a twist and there's a conclusion.
Yeah, okay, you got it.
Yeah, this is a path forward.
So hit them with the path forward.
Yeah, well, as you can see, I really love this card because it shows so much. It just really shines when you see it. And you can actually watch a little bit of the healing, a little bit of the alchemy with the signs that are happening right here. And it almost looks to me like a phoenix. So it's the end of a cycle to come into a new one. It's all about becoming beacons of light and understanding that every energy in the universe, every guidance that we have is moving forward, is bringing us to our connection with ourselves, with our intuition, with our inner magic. So this is the path forward to understand the magic that is within yourself right now and using it for a greater good. You have the other one?
The support came next.
Yeah, the support.
And mind you, let them know about the 7, the fact that this is a 7 up front.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This is the Lionsgate message, okay? If you ain't ready, if you ain't here yet, you better make sure that you get ready, because it's coming, baby.
Crazy. Okay, so This card, it's a 4-3 as you can see, but if you put it together, it's a 7. The thing is that this is a complex 7, which means that you get it by adding numbers. But 7 by itself is a lucky number. It's a magical number. It's a very spiritual number. For most of the things that I have researched, 7 is a number of spirituality. So it has. I feel like it is very well put with the magic alchemy card. It's literally unlocking your magic, unlocking your spirit, setting it free. Then we have the support.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Which is this card. It's called endurance. As you can see, the tree is balancing itself in the rock. It might seem like it's not super steady, but it's just it's just enough to support your path, your travel, all of the spiritual journey, because remember, it's all connected. So you need to have a steady foundation in order to move forward. Because this was the obstacle, that maybe you're not set, maybe you are not having something to support you. So that stability, that is the challenge, to find it in order to grow upwards. And the stars, just remember them because they're gonna be something important
for the dream, baby.
For the dream.
Yes.
I just want you to notice that there's a tree, and there seems like an atmosphere here, and there's stars outside and inside of the tree's atmosphere. And also notice that here there's a 2, there's a 20. This is partnerships. The 2 is always about partnerships, and the fact that it has a 0, it only makes this number stronger. So it's like a strong partnership, which has a lot to do with the endurance of the rock, the stability, the foundation that you're gonna need for your spiritual journey.
Yeah.
Now we
this
have
is the twist right here.
Yeah, I don't remember what this was about.
This is the twist. So, first off, it's a 9. This is the kind of thing where right now, I actually want to grab... Can you grab the book? Can you grab the whole deck? Can you grab the book?
Sure.
Thank you. So this was the twist. The twist was that we have to, especially with this Lionsgate, align with purpose. The 9 right there is purpose. Mind you, on Lionsgate 2020, the Lionsgate portal, this moon will be in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the 9th zodiac sign. And it's all about finding meaning as well in all of the chaos that's going on. It's making sure that we don't erupt inappropriately.
Yeah, it's to let go of all. Yeah, I saw it and I remember it. It's to let go of everything that is not serving us right now. It's about letting go of the old grudges. It's super funny because the Tower card in tarot keeps coming up, and it's all about that. This is like I see the relationship so close. It's about letting go of all of that is no longer serving you. You cannot build on something that is old, because anything that you build on top of that is going to fall apart. So this is something that we need to understand. This is something you cannot see it as a loss. You're not losing anything by destroying all those patterns, because you're actually building a lot more. You're doing something new. Yes, it might be harder, but on the long run, it's gonna be much better, because you can, maybe construct something over the old patterns, over the old beliefs, but it's not gonna last long. It's gonna fall down. It's just gonna be an illusion, something that comes quick, but also goes quick.
So be very careful and mindful of erupting. This is one of the things, mind you. Right now, Mercury is in Leo. By the time you watch this message, depending on when you watch this Lionsgate's portal message, it will be in Virgo. So the key thing is understand that this is going to be such a ball of flame. It's going to be a burst of energy, that volcano. Be very mindful of blowing up in the process of things, old structures, okay, things, old beliefs, okay, things, people, places, and things. Be very mindful of them erupting, but like, oh crap, I got a message saying the demons in turmoil. I don't even know what that was talking about. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I just saw demons.
Somebody was in my WhatsApp talking about the demons are in turmoil. I don't know what the hell it actually said. The demons in turmoil. Wow. It's a brick. It's a brick message.
Yeah.
He's on it. He's on it. Now I know this guy, and I'm gonna leave his name private. But what I do know is a couple months ago his father has died. Okay. So this is one of the people that I work with a long time ago. He was one of my clients, and at this point now he's just really a good friend. The reason what I'm saying is like these are kind of the things where I'm not going to say each of these are going to be a physical death, but I don't want to avoid it and act like this is not a part of it. Okay, physical death is a part of things that may be going away, and this message came up right on time, seemingly for a reason. This is the type of energy where it's like we, with the moon card on the finish, it's telling us that we don't know what's coming next. Can we show them the first 7? The alchemy was the beginning. It's the purpose and the direction. And if you look, the 3 and the 4 equates to 7. This is the first card. The second card was 20, a little bit less than 7. The third card was a 9, a little bit less than 20. And then we finally get the final reduction to the 7 here, which is the moon. So my point is, we are getting rid of the things that are unnecessary. I'm not saying in this particular instance that this guy's father was unnecessary, but I know enough about the relationship to say that it wasn't the strongest. It wasn't the best even for the guy himself. Now, who knows what their karma was? Who understands really what their karmic path and cycle was about? That's not for me to determine. But what I am saying is we're getting put into the dark and we don't understand why these things are happening yet. And if you've seen anybody who has had to grieve, especially whether it's a parent, a friend, a lost one. I've had these grieving processes in my own life with friends dying while growing up young in high school, sometimes even in college, watching this. And it's like there's a grieving process. And my point behind all of this is I wasn't always able to understand in the moment of when I was seeing people die or even things going. Like right now, her computer is like kicking right now. We don't always understand why, that the computer is freaking thousands of dollars for a MacBook, right? It's like, that sucks. We don't always understand why. But I know last year I was able to, through this story, help her as well. Last year, my computer was kicking, okay? It was just not working and I was panicking and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And this is what's happening for the leaders out here. Leo is a leader type energy. So don't forget with this Lionsgate portal, this is ascending you into that leadership quality, that leadership energy, that leadership ability to run a community and a tribe. And you're going to be put in the dark along the way. But you do have the objective wisdom, okay, to go ahead and actually understand that leaders are always placed in dark times because this is what makes you a leader. This is what allows people to want to make sure they rely and depend on you in certain instances. I told her earlier, this is the type of energy where understand from June 22nd this year, 2022, up until August 5th at the height, but going on to August 10th, from June 22nd, which is even really right now, up until the 5th of August, times are going to be dark. A lot is going to be taken. I'm talking material, physical resources, things that we actually care about, but mostly things that bring us pleasure. Not necessarily things that we need, but things that we have and things that we've grown to love and feel that we can't live without. But what's critical is to make sure right now you have your routines in check. Because the times are going to be so dark in this moon, we're not going to understand, in all sincerity, our minds in the human intellect, we're being taken away from the knowledge that we already have, especially if we think it's all we ever needed. We're being taken away from the knowledge that we always have, especially if it's the knowledge we think that we've only... Listen. So...
Yeah, and this just a
yeah,
brief thing.
finish that.
This was a card as divine feminine energy all over it. Even in the book, it says that it's a high feminine energy, and this is how it balances with the dragon.
Right here.
Yeah, so it's finding a balance between these two energies.
Listen, so beyond that, let's get deeper into Lionsgate itself. Okay? Let's talk and understand what's going on with Lionsgate. Definitely hit the like, hit the thumbs up, ask some questions if you have them. It's a good time to go ahead, get engaged, and understand that this is us giving that brief insight at the moment, but it gets so much deeper than that. Okay? When I think of last year, I always bring this example up, but now we're actually 1 year ahead in the Lionsgate. Last year, I was under 1,000 subscribers. I did not have 4,000 hours of watch time. I had literally less than half of that, maybe about 1,300. Okay? I was trying my hardest all prior, after Lionsgate time frame to like focus on the numbers, focus on the digits, right? On how do I get this? How do I get to the point of monetizing? It was one of my goals. How do I monetize this Leo-esque type of creative expression? For me, it was YouTube. The point of this is as long as I was staying attached to something so mediocre, as for a goal and a motivation, things weren't moving. The needle was not moving, okay? I just remained, in a sense, in the dark, just not understanding why things were happening, not understanding what was intuitively going wrong, because I wasn't relying on my intuition, I was relying too much on logic. This Lionsgate, I feel this year is particularly different, okay? Why? Because it's a portal, yes, but it's a portal bringing us deeper into a sense of tribe, which is, again, why I'm going to go ahead and drop this link for you so that you can, on Sunday, meet us. It's free to join, and it's a guided activation meditation, okay? We will be having Eileen actually sing for you. She sang last night on the live that we did. So we're going to have Eileen sing for you at one part of it as a form of therapy. We'll be doing some sound therapy, some of the tools you see here. So go ahead and check that out. Actually, I already saw the first ticket an hour ago was sold, and 2 hours ago we just made the event, which is great. I'm really happy about it. What you can expect when you come onto that is not only the guided activation meditation, we'll spend more time less speaking to you and more being able to speak with you. And this is one of the reasons why I like running Eventbrite specifically, because I can get you all on Zoom and it's like we can talk together. It's not you just listening to me or being educated by her. It's you engaging with us and us engaging with you. And these things really bring me a tremendous amount of joy. The last one I ran was May 14th, and it's like way too long for my comfort. But we've been moving, we've been traveling. 9-9 on screen, following our purpose. And one of these cards, I don't remember which one it was exactly, was talking about purpose and us having to live in different places so that we can raise the frequencies.
Yeah, it was from a different deck.
Okay, run me that. Run me the star seed.
Actually, like 2 or 3 cards were saying something about
run them the sequence that you went through to help them understand this Lionsgate.
Yeah, first I asked what was the dream. I think you have to start telling him the dream so I can buzz this.
I gotta tell them the stream. Okay. Yeah. So which part of the dream do you think was most important? For this right now, or the whole thing?
The battle itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the battle itself. Can I get that card? What was the plant? The plant. Thank you. So you see this auric field? First off, we are transcending these lower level energies. Okay? We are transcending our lower level energy. Oh, no worries. You'll be looking at that. Okay? Because we need you to bust that. Honestly, we're looking at these low level energies, and we're understanding that we've made some choices in our life. And we've chosen certain pleasures to a point of hedonism. So this grounded standpoint, notice there's nothing necessarily energetically or aurically supporting or helping this, other than being the mountain, asking us to be still. And by us being still in the mountains, because mountains don't move, we then begin to gain the guidance. But above us, whether we recognize it or not, this auric field, there was a battle last night in my dream, and I fell asleep in the car. She was actually in the passenger seat in my dream. And what was so magical about this was I woke up at one point, she didn't wake. And I was watching the stars, and we had this sunroof where the whole roof was actually open. There was a glass blocking it. And I saw these stars, but the stars were moving. Okay, look at these stars. So stars naturally look like they're staying still. These stars are moving in unorthodox patterns. And what I realized very quickly was these were spaceships. These were ships that were literally battling, in a sense. There was a grand war up in the cosmos. And as a part of it, part of this card is telling us that we have the support, that we are able to endure this because we have people who are actually, let's just say, above and beyond supporting us right now. These are really my star seeds, which is why she's going to get ready to get into the star seed deck very soon to help complete this Leo moon message in the gate portal, so you understand how can you really get ready to ascend. Understand the opposite of Leo is what? Aquarius. So this is a critical element. This is community. This is tribe. All right. So this dream goes on. And afterwards we begin to drive, and when I wake up I tell her the only thing that I actually saw that made a lot of sense was the Sagittarius symbol in the sky, and it was the Sag symbol of smoke. And I kept telling her there was one more symbol, and that symbol I couldn't remember at the time, but it wasn't because it wasn't from my dream. It was from a show we watched last night where there was a Pisces symbol. Oh, oh, I didn't tell her that yet.
No, this is brand new information.
I didn't tell her that yet. Here you go. This is for you. I didn't tell her that yet. So, long story short, these two things, Sag and Pisces, are spirituality. This is Jupiter. Okay? Us ourselves with Jupiter and Aries is expanding rapidly in all things, our own unique version. What is our identity around spirituality? Us as a whole collective. Aries is new. Excuse me. Jupiter, as for one of the things in this particular instance, it is social justice and how we find it. It's all forms of justice, but spiritual justice, okay? Balancing the frequencies of the earth, which is, again, kind of back to this card, bringing us a ninth dimensional dragon, helping us to reform this new golden age of the fifth dimension, which is the next step, okay? As we continue to raise those frequencies within ourselves and ultimately the earth. My point is, these stars are battling. I very quickly had to leave this Airbnb phase, and I'm driving with her. And at one point I just flew out of the car and I told her hey, meet me here. I'll meet up with you soon. She does end up crashing, but I think somebody really cut her off. It was a very small accident. The lady was freaking out about this material thing up front when it really was almost nothing there. And I think this is what it's about, again, us releasing certain material possessions, material things, material desires, material pleasures, human pleasures in a way that is actually holding us back into this 3D reality, not allowing us to transcend and understand that there are better things and more orgasmic measures of pleasure that has nothing to do with the physical senses of the human body. So this Leo's gate, this Lion's gate, it's bringing us through what is our unique form of ourselves to get closer to the opposite end, the shadow aspect, which is where Aquarius lies, in the darkness. Aquarius, if the sun, the heart of the sun is Leo, the heart of the sun, the furthest thing away from it is Aquarius, which means Aquarius is just in deep space. And this is the darkness. But in that darkness is where you find most of your answers, okay? In that time of meditation, in between the breaths is where you find the secrets that you've hidden in your past lives. So through the breath, you can find the secrets and the treasures of your abilities, your superpowers of your past lives, and things you've already conquered, things you've already mastered, things that make you everything Leo, unique. So that you can provide your unique power among the circles and tribes of others. And she can read these for you here.
Yeah, so I was asking what was the dream about? What's about forward? What do we need to do? And this is the first card that came in. It's water. It's called Water Your Garden. I'll wait.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so this is the first card that came out. Water Your Garden. It's literally about resting, but consciously resting. Doing something for yourself, nourishing your body, because let's understand that whether we want it or not, we're here on earth, we're on human conditions, and this body needs a lot of keep up.
And rest.
So yeah,
rejuvenation.
You really need to do some mindful rest. Also, this watering your garden also means cleansing, because water, it's automatically what it does. It just cleanses. So I would recommend for the next shower that you take, if you can take a bath, that will be awesome. But if not, you can just shower and just put intention of it to be cleansing. Picture imagine how all of the negativity is leaving your body with the water. If you want, you can also say something out loud, like, I'm letting this water cleanse me. I'm letting go of anything that doesn't belong to me. All of my energies are on point and healing, so that you can actually have a nice clean aura or feel for your days. This is also going to help you rest, because if you're battling something that's within yourself, then you're automatically not going to be able to rest, whatever the situation is. Even if you're in bed for 10 hours, it won't happen. You need to be calm and mindful in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. So this is what this card was about. And then something very similar came, but not as similar as you would think. This is a star bathing card. And even though it seems like it's about the showering and nurturing yourself, this is more of a spiritual awakening. Is to understand that we came here for a double mission. Yes, we need to fulfill our mission as we set for ourselves, to heal our own wounds, but also to understand that we are here to teach others too. So this is one of the first cards that talk about moving around and teaching everything that you are understanding, that you're learning, because ultimately we're all stardust. I really love that description. We're all stardust. So as you can see right here, you can see the word activation, which is actually what gave us a little bit of the start idea for this Eventbrite event.
Yeah.
We realized that there's people that needs to be activated, and this is just the prime season, so you can actually enter the Lionsgate portal 888 with all of your best energy, with your channels clear, so you can hear your guides, and that you can actually move forward into your spiritual journey path. We have this other one, the Blue Flame card. This was what is the next baby step that we need to take, and it is the activation. It is a spiritual awakening. This is within ourselves, because the first one that I showed you, it was to teach somebody else to do it, but this is within ourselves, to be mindful of everything that's happening. I believe that through meditation is actually how you're gonna get the most of it. But some people also do this like through movement, through breath works, through yoga, whatever it is you rock most with. You need to do that like right now. Well, it's also if you can set it as part of your routine, it's gonna help you a lot navigate through this season. As Pernell said, the routines is what is what's gonna keep you sane through this season, because you have to get something that is consistent, something that you know you can come back to, and it's actually safe, and it's a safe place within yourself. It's something that you can do without needing a specific place and a specific person. It's something that you can do by yourself, and it's gonna help you out a lot through the season. So be aware of any new gifts, any new skills, everything Leo that he said. This is what the card mentions too, that there's skills, that there's something that you're remembering, because there's nothing actually new. It's just stuff that you know already from past lives, and it's just being activated right now at this moment. It just unlocks with certain things. This portal is amazing for that. It's gonna show you all of that skills. Yeah, you're gonna have some foreshadowings right now, and when the Lionsgate portal comes, you're actually gonna unlock it at the maximum. So if you're aware a little bit earlier, it's gonna be easier for you to understand and to be able to get it in an easier way and to expand even more. And finally, this is the card that I showed you before. This was what is our purpose, and it's a Sirius energy. This is for healers. Sirius is an energy for healing, deep cellular healing. It's also the bringing harmony and balance through the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So this card was actually what was balancing the moon card that I showed you earlier and the dragon card that I showed you too. It's the masculine, the feminine, and this is the harmony that it brings. I was telling Pernell that the reason that my handle is Iris Connection is because Iris was the goddess messenger. She literally grabbed the messages from the gods and delivered it to the humans. She's also responsible for the water healing, and as a Pisces, I really rock with that. So this card really means a lot to me. Like, this is clearly the purpose. This is why I am asked to do this, to bring the balance. And it's funny that, well, it's not funny, it's fated that we met, because that was actually his purpose. Just when we met, he was running the retreat, and that's the purpose of the retreat.
Right. She said that, so I'm gonna have you, I just dropped it in the chat. This is if you want a deeper tarot reading, she just did a tarot reading on Lionsgate. All right, so check out her Lionsgate tarot reading. I dropped the link there. All right, she did use it with her shadow deck, which we said on the bottom was his Eight of Wands naturally. But this deck is absolutely beautiful.
The Magician, that's interesting.
The Magician.
Yeah, I really feel that the Magician is your personifier.
Sure?
Yeah, because it's using all of the resources that you know, being material, being spiritual, being knowledge. everything that you know on a purpose for a greater good. And this is not the first time that he has it. So that's why I thought that it was really funny. The first time I pulled it for him, but now he grabbing it himself is like,
And I grabbed it in the middle. And you know, Gemini is the magician in tarot.
Oh.
And my Vesta, like I said, my best abilities is in Gemini. So that will continue to be revealed. What we want to say here is I want to give you the opportunity to go ahead, obviously check her channel. Check the link at the top. Sunday, we're running that guided meditation. Okay, it's an activation primarily.
I did saw someone ordering the Eventbrite, so thank you for that.
Oh, somebody did it here?
Yeah, somebody did it from here because just
nice.
Yeah, like you mentioned it like 3 minutes later you came in, so thank
Super
you
dope.
very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up as well. Here is tomorrow after the 22nd, which is tomorrow, at the end of the day, aka by the 23rd when I wake up. The screenshot and win is over. So for those of you who've been dedicated to actually coming live, you've been getting the most up-to-date information. I want to make sure I keep giving y'all the biggest support, giving y'all the biggest way to make sure you get involved at with this most simplified resources that I'm able to offer, okay, as a part of you supporting me looking to come back and support you. Check the screenshot and win, all right? On Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, that is for the Abundant Reality course, the 8-week mentorship, just in case that you are new and you don't know what I'm saying about.
Just in case you're new, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Souls in the Wind Tarot, we did see you enter the contest. I think there's about 8 people so far now. I see another Eventbrite notification. Thank you. That's dope. I didn't even see the last one.
Yeah.
I completely missed it. So we have a couple already joined in. We're going to meet you on Sunday for this guided activation meditation. I love running Eventbrite group events more than anything else. Honestly, I enjoy it more than lives. It does take more effort, but at the end of the day, it makes me feel like I'm actually a little bit more in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing, which is not really talking to you, but engaging with you. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Not really preaching to you, but engaging with you, understanding what you have to say on the other end, giving you the chance and the platform to talk to others. So for me, this is really the big joy. I want to say thank you. Thanks. What time Sunday? Eventbrite rules. Yeah! Yeah! Eventbrite does rule. Eastern time is 12 o'clock. Okay, noon. Noon on the East Coast, Eastern Daylight Saving Time. 9 a.m. for Pacific, okay, back in California. And the only other time that I know that are very active is Central, which is back in Mexico where we live, as well as, you know, everything in the Central, Houston, what else is Central area? Arkansas, where my dad lives. Everything in the Central area is constantly like right in line with Mexico City. That's going to be more like 11 a.m. So how can we find you on there? Type in your name. No, I can just send it to you right here.
Oh, the Eventbrite?
Yeah, the Eventbrite is right here, and I can actually, it should automatically convert the time for you, which is beautiful. The only time that messes up is when the time zone switches, because that has happened before.
CST, yeah.
What's up, baby? CST. So CST, you're not Central Daylight Saving Time, you're Central Standard Time. So you must be up in the mountains up at the top. I think they're the only ones that didn't go Central Daylight. So,
no, but if it's 9 a.m., it should be EST, no? Or...
Well, 9 a.m. would be specific.
Pacific, yeah. Yeah, CST didn't sound right.
Yeah, 9 PST. Let me type it right here so we can get real clear. PST.
Yeah, time zones are a headache.
All right. And then we have 11 a.m. for CDT. And then we have 12 p.m. for EDT.
Yeah.
The D is the part that be getting me jacked. I just found out this year what the PST versus the PDT is. I never knew what that was. So that's super crazy. So here is the guided activation meditation. But Eventbrite usually does a great job at converting the times for you no matter where you are in the world, which is another reason why I love it, because sometimes I have people come in from Asia when the time I lived over there for like 2 years or so. And it's like those times in Australia, my friends in Australia, it's just too much. It's too much. I can't convert Australia and Thailand, and so that's why I love it.
Happened to me too.
Oh,
yeah, one
so
girl was
annoying.
from Australia and was like, I have no idea what time is it.
So
what are you
annoying.
doing?
Like, Australia? Like, what the freak? So, but I love my Australians because they're really cool people. Do you have any questions about Lionsgate portal before we kick it? I saw 4444 on screen right now.
555.
555. Wow, big changes. 5 is the number of Leo. Okay. Is there any question that you have about Lionsgate and the portal and how you can best utilize this portal? I gave the example already about how it really worked the best for me. And long story short, I went from under 1,000 subscribers, under 4,000 hours, more like 1,300 hours. I was not monetized. All these things did not exist. I put most of my manifestations. It was a Leo new moon on the same day last year as the Lionsgate portal. This year is not the case. The new moon is in Leo coming, but it's more like this month in July 28th, I believe, for the new moon. So it's not exactly on August 8th like this year again. But everything as for creative endeavor, know that she's going to be singing tomorrow at the event where you see the link here. She's going to be doing a little sound therapy for your ass. And she's going to be sitting there and ooh, la, 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 la. Wait, I got to do that again.
Okay.
Fa, la, 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 la. Can you hit me with a fa la la?
Like
Come on, give me a fa la 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 la. Give me your better one.
No.
Give me the fa la 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 la.
Oh, no, 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 I think you were better with Cher's voice.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yo, I missed what is Lionsgate portal. Last set only. So we'll definitely do a quick recap because it's a great way to end the video how we started it. Okay, so final recap on Lionsgate portal 2022. Anytime you're in a portal, first off, you are accelerating your growth.
Oh, but let's just explain a little bit. The Lionsgate, it's happening because it's 8/8.
Yeah, every year it's always on August 8th. Every year is on August 8th. It doesn't matter. It's always on August 8th. Every portal, not every portal, but the classic portal, there's 12, right? Throughout a year, there's 12. It's always on 1/1, January 1st, 2/2, February 2nd, 3/3, March 3rd, 4/4,
April
4th,
yeah.
5/5, May 5th, 6/6.
Well, I think you get the message.
What are the months? I'm almost doing this for me now. I'm like, what are the months?
Don't look at me because I always have to count like January, February, March, April, June, July.
Yeah. So August 8th is 8/8, right?
Yeah, it's
I'm glad you voted that you didn't know what it was. I'm glad you sat there and spoke something out. I see some people saying it's one of my favorite portals. 8 people voted so far. 8, and it's on the 8/8. 8 is a number of mass transformation. Okay. Now, when we have this something like on a portal, we are collectively going through a mass psychological shift and transformation. So, what had made sense before, especially at a psychological level, about who are you at your most evolved and unique character to the point where you may even borderline be narcissistic, but not necessarily with a disorder, okay? Narcissistic personality disorder is very different than adopting some healthy narcissist traits, because that is a possibility. So what I'm saying is 8/8 is the chance for you to adopt the parts of you that really says, you know what? This is me. This is Mercury in Leo. This is who I am, okay? This is what I'm about. I don't really give a F about you itches. Really, Leo is very bold, very courageous. It actually transmutes dark energy. So in this portal, you're going to be able to take this is why it's happening in the middle of Uranus and Taurus getting ready to go conjunct at 18 degrees on the 1st. This is why we conjunct with Mars and the North Node, our collective destiny, about understanding what is our self-esteem. We're heading at a destined level to adopt and align with our personal self-esteem. On August 8th, the psychological transformation that is happening is more energetic, less than in the physical world and reality. So ultimately, when you hop through this particular portal, you're going to, if you choose, especially to manifest on this day, on this portal, and be intentional, you need pure intentions with a portal like this. Because Leo is a pure sign, naturally. The sun is pure, okay? The sun itself is unadulterated. So you look at the heart of the sun, which is Leo, it's unadulterated energy. It's untampered with. No one really can mess with the sun, at least not in our solar system. You get close enough, you just get burned up and you die, right? So it's like everything around the sun is dark. It's all pitch black. So we gave the example a little bit with the moon card. If you want to show me that, show them the moon card. So we gave the example a little bit with the moon card. It's like we're going to be put into complete darkness during this time.
Yeah, but also to understand that darkness is necessary so you can shine the light. Because if you only have light, you will never actually appreciate it or even see it. You need the darkness. You need this balance again between two powers, between two energies, in order to have this balance, this energy. Oh, and also just a quick message. I did get this card from the Mermaid's deck. It's called Glittering Sea, and it's all about looking at the beautiful things. Don't focus on the negative, because there might be some things, and with all of these losses that we've been talking about, there might be a lot of negative things that you could focus on.
Or a negative perception. You may perceive it negatively, and this is what's happening. It's reminding you right now in this Lionsgate portal, especially even from, again, June 22nd, which is like tomorrow, up until the 5th of August, the pinnacle climax, the conjunctions of 3 planets in Taurus, physical reality, will bang at the ugliest degree in astrology, 18 degrees, and it will take things, okay? It will negatively impact your health. So I wanted to kind of add that in to say with her, it's like, it's our perception of what is negative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like for her, prime example, her laptop is basically breaking down right now. It's easy to perceive that as a very negative thing. Like, I mean, who wouldn't? It sucks. It's thousands of dollars. It's a resource that she has, a resource, Taurus. It is a physical, tangible resource.
Material things.
It's a material resource that she uses. If we think about this logically, it just sucks, and it's a good reason to basically itch and moan, okay? It's a good reason to itch and moan. Put a B in front of there.
Victimhood.
Victimhood is that, oh my God, like what am I without my computer? I can't do anything. My life has come to an end.
Yeah, and just look at that. If you are actually in that victim role, you would stop doing anything off the rip. Like, yeah, my computer is down. I don't have the money to buy a new one. I'll just stop working. So that's exactly the role that you don't want to get in. You need to look at the bright things. So for example, I am grateful that I also have an iPad that I can use instead. I'm grateful that I have a partner who's letting me use his computer when I need it.
I don't see nobody.
Yeah, my sister also offered her computer if I need it in the time being. So focus on the good things. Focus on everything that's good.
The fact that you're supported. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. That's endurance. You're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss the obstacle if you're not aware, if you're not grateful, if you're just stuck in this victim role. So just step out of it, start looking at amazing things and be grateful for them. Oh, 1414.
Thank you, Essential, for all the love. Wow, you threw that Leo sparkle dazzle. I love to see. So mind you, again, Leo is about tribe. So it's about the connection with your most unique tribe. But the only way you can do that is by speaking the language that your people speak. So for prime example, I speak astrology. If you ask her, it's like, I've even had relationships where honestly, my mind function, my actual language, my third house language, how we make sense of the world, how we actually communicate is in Aquarius. And Aquarius is astrology. My third house is Aquarius. I speak astrology. Astrology is a language. Astrology is not a religion, it's not a belief system. So Leo in his Lionsgate portal was about making sure you rapidly ascend with your tribe. And your tribe, any culture, part of culture is what? Language. It's body language, okay? But it's also the words that we verbally speak. It's also, it could be something as simple as, her and her sister have that language, right?
Yeah, my sister's like, yeah, well, my best friend was also wrong like that.
They understand each other. It's a language. Within that tribe, they speak the same dialect, the same tone. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, part of it is astrology. That you literally watching a part of my tribe. The fact that y'all would throw up some Leo signs on the computer, some sparkles, things of magic, okay? The fact that you speak Bruja, You speak paganism. You understand languages like what the summer solstice brings on a spiritual level. J-Lo.
Hey.
Yo, I was getting ready to go, and y'all making me want to stay. Hey. No, on some real talk, can I get a bell hit on that? I need a hit on the bell. Yeah. We need to, and I need a fan. Oh.
Yeah, it's hot.
Hey. Oh. Hi. Thank you for this likes and this thumbs up. We want to all see you on Sunday, all right, at this guided activation. Understand what we're doing here. We're going to not only help you to connect with your guides as channels, and the beautiful thing is, for a long time I've been channeling these things and a lot of people through the internet on my own. The big magic of why things are shifting and changing now, or because now I have a partner who I can help, and she's naturally more inclined to channel messages even than I. Honestly, like she already has the feminine energy so much more dominant within herself, right? As a woman, as a divine feminine figure. So the beauty is now we're able to sit there and transmit these messages in these group environments together, where it's not overwhelming me and it's not overwhelming her as an individual. Together, we're better. And this is the theme of the Leo's Lionsgate portal. Together, we are better. Dang! I need 2 more.
First, I see 17. Let's get 17 lights.
17 lights. Give me that, baby!
Oh. Yeah, that made my soul twitch.
Twitch again. Give me the twitch. I want to see you twitch. Gang. Language. You see what I'm saying? The fact that you said gang, I'm over here gang. I'm like, language, baby. That's my language. We'll have to watch the replay. I came in late. What's up, Mindy? How you doing? I want to let y'all know, definitely come see us on Saturday, all right? But other than that, tomorrow, for anybody that's new in here, tomorrow, the screenshot and win will be over. J-Lo, honestly, I really want you to be in a part of that, especially because you've been somebody that already supporting. So the people that has been here longer, to be honest, like, let's be real, like, those are the people that are more likely to win those first place free mentorships.
Yeah, that's it only.
You know what I'm saying? What happened? Last Saturday.
Yeah, hello. Is it Minde? Sorry, but hello and welcome. Yeah, we were just about to wrap this up, but I feel like
you're feeling a new life, right? You feeling a new life? I understand. You're feeling a new life. Go ahead. Hit him with the message. Hit him with the message. I ain't got nowhere to go. Tell them about your own particular Leo-esque journey when it comes to stepping into career space. Maybe that can really be a part of the inspired action.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about manifestation, and Lionsgate, it's a great day to manifest. I really need to look up into the moon cycles to be more aware. The next new moon, or the closer the new moon is to
28th in Leo.
To Leo?
28th on Leo.
That's perfect. The new moon on Leo is going to be the perfect day to manifest. Maybe I'll upload something about that. I do have a free PDF, so I'll be giving out that for you. For me, this journey, I have my Leo in the 3rd house of expression. So that's something that I've been struggling with, because even though it's creative, even though I love singing, even though... What?
It's because your Chiron's also in Leo.
Oh yeah, because my Chiron is also in Leo, so that's where the wound comes from. Somewhere along the way, someone made me feel unsure, unsafe about my journey, about my singing, about all of the skills, and that's why it's been quite... Woo! That's why... That's why it's been quite a journey, just getting back on the horse again, because every time that I feel like I wanted to do it, something stops me. But I feel like it's more a mental barrier, and that's something that's happening with you too. For me, the Tower card on Tarot, it's about destroying those beliefs, the beliefs that I have to be perfect. That's the most important one that I'm getting right now, because I do feel like I need to be perfect. If I don't hit every note perfectly, then it's not good enough. Then it shouldn't be heard, it shouldn't be seen. So that's what I'm working with. It's hard to destroy, because I'm like, what am I, 30? Yeah, I'm like 30 years old, and I've been living with this for...
What am I, 30? I don't know, mother lover. Are you 30?
Well, the lady, the cashier did tell me that I was 21, so...
No, 20s.
Oh, yeah, she did say 20.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if I'm 20, you're 21.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, no, we're 21.
Yeah, so that's a big part. That's why it's something that I cannot build up on, because if I keep doing stuff on top of that, if I still have those beliefs, then it's not gonna be pure, Leo. It's not gonna be pure whatever comes out of me. So I really need to destroy that belief, believe in myself. So is to change, build something new, start believing in myself, start trusting that I am doing a nice work, that I am doing it also like as a healing thing, not only just because it sounds pretty, because I want to be famous, or some superficial intention.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No.
And mind you, I really never had the urge to be famous, but still, it's something. There's something about being seen by so many people that gave me, because it doesn't anymore. Because it gave me a little bit of fear. It made me a little bit scared. So that's the thing that I'm going to destroy in order to build something new. And that's what it's meant for you. For me, it's a belief, but it could be also a person, it could be a place, it could be a ton of stuff. If it's a person, it's probably about old grudges. You need to let that go. Remember, you can't have something new. If I'm holding something, there's nowhere that life can put something in back. So think of it like that.
Side note, what's up, John? I heard my guy just hopped in. He told me who you are in the chat. So I want to say, what's up, my guy? I'm happy to hear you. I'm happy to see you. Taking your step into spirituality. I know I'm just so happy for you. Honestly, I'm so happy to hear that you were up in here. But beyond that, this is Leo's Lionsgate portal. You will rapidly be ascending, okay, into who are the people who speak your language, who are the people that support the way you like to play, all right? For me, one of the ways I like to play, honestly, this is a part of me with her, right? Leo's also romance. It's like a romance that turned to something that really began in play, right? The first date that we ever had, we were boxing. We were boxing in a park. That was the first date. To me, that is awesome. That is the definition of playing. And Leo was very competitive. And it was one of the first things that actually attracted me to her, because when we were going off with boxing, I had another woman with me at the same time. I was helping train both of them in boxing at the time, right? And I was like, okay, go ahead and take a lap. This mother lover ran the whole park. She didn't just run it. She took off. She was, pew! It was almost like I've been waiting for someone to challenge me physically. And it's like, I was talking to the other girl. I was like, yo, where did that chick go? It's the first day I met her. First day I met her, I was like, yo, where did that chick go? Like, why did she go so far? And I was like, I just said take a walk. She took a sprint. Like, you remember that?
Yeah.
She took a sprint. She came back. I was like, she's like, had a lot on my mind.
I did.
Like, I had a lot on my mind. Like, okay. Little did I know what her moon was. I'm not gonna share her moon because it's like forbidden. I'm not gonna share the moon. She want to share, she can. That's what you. Being famous is great if it's a choice. Yeah,
I guess.
I feel you in that. I feel you in that. Last set only. Thank you for being here, Souls of the Wind Tarot. Thank you for being here, Mindy, Tammy. Thank you for being here, J-Lo. Thank you for being here. Essential Call. Thank you for being here. All of y'all, if I didn't catch your name, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up as well. Thank you for helping the channel grow. We did a lot to make sure. I know for me, myself, over the last couple of months, there's a lot I've been doing to just take the break. I haven't been on YouTube for like a month and a half, 2 months. And that was Cancer season for me. It looked like a whole crap ton of healing, okay? My Aries is going through a 4th house transit. Everything was private, family, diving into the roots, getting reconnected with why did I begin, getting reconnected with my principles, my values. So it took a tremendous amount of time for me to have to go through this, which is why the beauty is this abundant reality mentorship through that dark period of not knowing what's next and just trusting, literally faith, trusting with my own faith, trusting my own guides. And they were like, look, you sit down, you rest. And I'm like, how can I do this? How can I not work for a month and a half? How can I afford to not take on clients, to sit there and put my current existing clients at the time on pause, to put YouTube, which I work so hard to do, everything, my 5th house, Leo, literally I'm a 5th house stellium, so everything Leo-esque, from the last Lionsgate portal in 2021 to the Lionsgate portal now in 2022, like how can I take the time away from, I finally hit the goals. I finally got to the point of monetizing YouTube. I finally got to the point where I can run these lives and feel comfortable and feel like, yes, I'm getting more and more of the attention that I feel like I know I love. I know I love it. I know it charges me up. I know I appreciate it. But I had to get right with connecting with myself, my inner self, connecting back with my guides to realize on many levels, one, that my life is not revolved around this and I have other elements that need and require attention. And a lot of that was my own emotional healing. All right, let's be real. I am a gentleman. I am a gentleman. Let's be real. Tammy in here was one of the first person that said something like on Facebook, and we did a live together, and I'm going to share a live. She's a triple Scorpio, quadruple Scorpio. She had like 5 Scorpio placements. And it was something when she was Scorpio rising as well. And I'm going to share that with you because I think it's really awesome that you might benefit tremendously. And she spoke about her life back in, forgive me, I don't think it's Jordan, Israel. Back in Israel, and how tough it was to be a woman in the Middle East. And I believe that she was working at the time in the sex slave industry, quote unquote. I think, again, by choice. And from what I understand personally, it was also by choice. It wasn't. So watch that time frame, watch that video. Forgive me for lacking in details in a moment, because we did that like 4 months ago, 3 months ago. My point of why I bring that up is she was going through deep healing on that live that we did together. I was going through deep healing in the last month and a half, having to come through really ugly conditionings, honestly, and recognizing where they come from, why did they exist. But it was beautiful because it's prepped me for this Lionsgate. Prepped me to make sure that I reconnected with my guides. And that was basically my dragons asking me to go ahead and speak up and talk to them. And this is one of literally my main dragons. So when I pulled this card today, I was like, let's effing go. Okay, that was me connecting to more of the Oracle decks, which is a little bit outside of tarot. For me, it's like tarot doesn't always hit. Like,
and I mean, you're like, tarot doesn't what?
Tarot was like, pick me back up, mother lover. My tarot card is like, pick me up. So really, what it came to is like.
You know what? Let me see photo.
Yo, get out. Hey, Tara, we're going to have a lovely date later, okay? We're going to talk. At least I believe that tarot wasn't something that I remember so much. And it's like, I'm being a little stubborn on studying it. And I love to study, so I don't even know why I'm being so stubborn. But tarot was a part of it. Animal Oracle decks was a part of it. And long story short, it was about connecting back with those guides. So all of that was helping me to get back into going through the healing, actually reapplying everything and taking that new position. And then finally getting back to the point where we come to the conclusion, we come to closing cycles, okay? The spring equinox has come, the new season began. The intro version back on June, this month, literally 1 month ago today, June 21, was the summer equinox. We're now starting to step out of that season. We're stepping back into Leo season. Mercury is in Leo. In a couple days, the sun will be into Leo. That means that Cancer will go critical degrees. Let me check the astrology chart right now. Cancer will go critical in the sun. Oh, crap. Right now. It's at 29 degrees right now. Ooh, what does that mean? Let me put in my dates. Let me put in my city that I'm in. And see what's happening here. So right now, Cancer's at the critical degree. I'm going to see where the sun is going. It's in the it's in the 7th house of partnerships. Okay, so right now, me and my partner here who ran away, I'm feeling safe with my partner who began as like
I didn't run away. I'm here.
I'm not running away. So it was about like really getting safe with the partner. I had to find myself getting safe in this particular area. That's not the biggest square that I'm looking at though. Oh crap. It's fated moments in Leo. The vertex is in the 8th house of Leo right now. This is the biggest square, and it's squaring with the moon in Taurus at 14 degrees. It's a direct square. It's a direct square, 14, 14. So the moon is in Taurus. Who's 14? 14, 12.
Taurus.
It's Taurus again. It's the second degree of Taurus. So it's Taurus, Taurus. So it's a little bit of a lazy energy, a little bit of a stubborn energy. Oh, deja vu. Sorry. I'm tripping right now. I'm tripping. Deja vu. Earlier, you want to tell them what moods you might have been in versus what moods you are in right now, and how everything was a little bit on the uncomfortable side because there's a lot of new stuff that Taurus doesn't like.
Yeah.
But I had the vision because some things weren't new for me, but they were new for you and what was required, and bring it back to the divine masculine feminine energy. Bet? All right, hit them, Leah. She about to F you up.
No, yeah. No, really. Sorry, that's an inside joke. Yeah. Well. First of all, today we're just sleeping in a usual place. This is my sister's house. So for starters, we're sleeping in a, how do you call this?
This is my bed. Right now.
Yeah, but how do you call the coaches?
It's a futon.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
We have a futon.
Yeah, so it's not the most comfortable thing to stay. It's better than the streets anyway. But the thing is that it haven't been the most restful nights that we've had. And also she has a cat, and I would like to say that he does parkour at night. He's he's like parkour. Just jumping from here to there. If you watch The Office, there's where it comes from. We keep that he's like parkour. I bet I can go from the bed to the table to the sofa to the other table. So it's really been a little bit difficult to get some actual rest. So whenever we wake up, we're actually a little bit moody, a little bit grumpy, a little bit lazy because it's not something super restful. And we know that it will have a ton of things to do, basically because we've put it off in order to do other stuff, healings, family time, other stuff. And that's okay because it's all a balance. Everything in excess is bad. So even... That's why he had to take the break, because even all of this time being in YouTube was preventing him from doing all of the healing that he needed to do for his heart, for his feelings, for emotions, etc. So that was the mood for today. And we were talking about doing stuff for ourselves. We were hitting our routines. We're doing some great stuff over there. We're doing actually kind of a dream board so we can't forget what our routines are. We have them like right here. If you have them in your face, then they can't go away so easily and you can stay sane during the season. We're doing routines, we were hitting the events, we were doing all of the carpools. That is actually part of our routines. So because we did a carpool, we actually could set the tone for the day and do all of this stuff. Set the live, set my video that I just posted today about the tarot for Lionsgate. I'm doing the even bright thing, and there's some things that naturally come easier for each one of us. So for me, for example, it's Canva. So all of the artwork I did it myself while he was setting up Eventbrite, because it's something that he does so often that it's so easy. It doesn't really take, it doesn't really take energy. It doesn't really take like mental space. It's just something like, and that's the same for me with Canva. It's something so easy for me that it's like, okay, that's it. We're done. We're set. But it also took a lot of removing this perfectionism thing. If it was for me,
and the expectation that we have to do it all.
Yeah.
And the expectation that we have to do it all. This is the magic. This is why divine masculine and divine feminine are officially at the comeback. Can you shuffle on this message of what they need to know about divine masculine and feminine right now? All right, listen, because this is why the romances in the crate.
That was easy.
Dang, quick. She gonna put. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh. Oh, you must stay. One of these are Leo's energy in reverse. Can anybody guess what is Leo in reverse out of tarot? Guess before she brings it up.
It's one of the major arcana, if that helps.
Oh, come on. You gave them too much.
No,
They're too smart for that, yo.
No. Let's see it. Let's get it.
You just gave them cookies.
No.
For free.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Tell us what Leo is in the major arcana for tarot.
Who is Leo in the major arcana? Okay? Who is Leo in the major arcana? We're going to wait for that. And as we wait for you to drop that card, whatever that card is in tarot specifically, tarot, okay? So it's classic through and through. Who's Leo's energy in the major arcana? All right. First one to drop it, I'm going to give you a prize. I don't know who you are yet. No, really. I'm going to give you a prize.
No, really. See, that's
Tower.
what I meant.
No, not the tower. Not the tower. First one to drop it.
Yes,
Strength.
Adrian.
Adrian, listen. You have a free mentorship. Done. And the beauty is, this is not going to be included in the competition, which ends tomorrow, okay? So, I'm so sorry. Let me make sure I got her name right.
Adrian?
Adrienne?
Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, please.
I can't wait to talk to you and make sure I get your name right.
Yeah, shoot us a message.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, Adrienne.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve of mine where people mispronounce my name.
know.
So I hate mispronouncing other people's names.
It's Adrienne, like, truly. Adrienne, I want you to hit me with a WhatsApp. You just automatically want a free membership because you were the first one to get it, because you were here supporting live. Now, the beauty of that is we're still, until tomorrow, running the contest to the screenshot and win, all right? So somebody else will get a free mentorship. Adrienne, if you're up for it, you automatically got it. For other people, the screenshot and win is still there for the Abundant Reality Kickstart, all right? We didn't do much of that talking today. Adrienne, in case you didn't see it prior, because I haven't seen your name very often.
Shoot her your WhatsApp so...
I did.
Oh, okay,
the
cool.
WhatsApp's up top. Adrienne, just in case you didn't see it, you're going to now see in the link in the chat, the Abundant Reality Kickstart. Check that. For 8 weeks, you'll be working with me and Eileen one-on-one. I'm going to take you for 1 week. She's going to take you for 1 week. I'm lying, not one-on-one. Not one-on-one. You're going to have me to the group yourself. You're going to have her to the group yourself. So check that out. You'll see what that's all about. You'll be learning about magic, astrology, how to combine the two, how to connect with your guys at a deeper level, okay? Not that you don't know already, how to go through the healing, how to go through the application of it, okay? So you're not just mentally masturbating, but you're actually applying, and then how to go ahead and go through the conclusions of these old doors, because a lot is getting rid of right now as we create the new world, and this is a lot of what that was all about. So you were the first to get it. I want to make sure that I continue to reward people who actually come up and show up on lives, because I really appreciate you. First off, you are actually here making my career. I'm able to share this platform in a sense with my partner, so you can be able to check her out as well. And that said, until tomorrow, we are officially, I think there's only 6 to 8 people, I forget what exactly, who've already entered the screenshot and win.
Yeah, I think it's around 8.
I think it's 8. So somebody will still win a free mentorship. Somebody will still get it at 55% off. Somebody still will get it at 33% off, okay? If you check the Abundant Reality Kickstart, you'll see all of the prices included for the investment in yourself, as well as what to expect, all right, which is important. You can email Eileen. You'll see her email address right in that Abundant Reality Kickstart, or you can WhatsApp me. I prefer WhatsApp over email because email just be like, ugh. Okay? I'd rather talk to you. I want to get personal. Give them this.
What was this about?
This was the Lionsgate for, I don't know what the question was.
It was the obstacle?
What was the obstacle that you're facing during this time frame from, I want to say, June 22nd, which is tomorrow, up to August 5th. With the new moon in Leo coming in the meanwhile, okay, you will get the new moon in Leo coming up, I think, the 28th of June on August 1st. First off, the early bird ends for this mentorship we're talking for 8 weeks. Intuition mentorship to be specific. But the biggest conjunction between Mars, the North Node, and Uranus, all in Taurus, will pop off on August 1st. So I think this is about that path. And then you just pulled this next. I don't know what that was about.
They both came at the same time. But the King of Swords is all about this. The King is a maximum energy within the minor arcana of Swords. So this is about planning with intellect, everything that you're doing. And I think this comes really together with all of the routines. You really have to plan what your next steps are. You do need to follow your intuition, but if it's planned, it's going to come back at 100% times better because it's something that you can return to. You don't really need to think about it. And that's the example that we had with the carpool today. That's something that's in our new routine. While we're staying here, we're doing carpools every morning, and that's what helped us to actually start working today. So you need to plan whatever it is that you need, so you can actually go a step forwards even when the things are out of your control. This is something that is going to bring you comfort. Be logical, be strategical, and overall just be planning everything as much as you can, so you can succeed. And you have the strength on reverse. So this is telling me that you also have to watch a little bit of the discipline that you're doing this with. This is more of the obstacle that I'm watching right now, that if you are a little bit not disciplined on everything that you're doing, it's gonna mess up with your plan, with all that you want. All the manifestations, they're not gonna work if you don't have the discipline in order to keep going and do what you need to do.
Adrienne, I'm really, really happy. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. Tammy, thank you for the love. Yes. Definitely take a moment to join us at, oh my God, okay, stop taking on too much work.
Yeah. Remember, you need to be rested in order to actually do what you want to do. And this is something that Pernell taught me too. I'm doing a freelance job, so I don't die. Sorry. But he told me that cannot be the first thing that I do in the morning, because that's when I have the most energy. I need to focus on my projects first and on the other companies later. So this is
that's entrepreneurship, baby. Focus on your projects first. You only give your excess energy to the stuff that's mundane. She knows how to do that job. You know how to do your basic job. You've been doing it already so long. So you put your job first. I promise you, it's the most important thing I've ever done. Starting 5 years ago to start off my own entrepreneurial career. And at this point, for the last 5 years, I've been supporting myself. I'm not going to sit there and say that it's always been the easiest. I'm not going to sit there and say that I've always had the money to continue to support myself. I've had to do a lot of things in the middle. I've had to sleep on couches. I'm on a futon right now, right? And I don't have to be. I'm choosing to be for my own personal reasons, right? For family. But it's like, my point behind it is I have not always been able to support myself financially by being my own entrepreneur. But what I did need to do is, while I had these same jobs that she's talking about now, to be able to sit there and sit afloat, jobs I really hated, jobs that drained my soul, honestly, jobs that just took all the energy from me. I had to switch and do my creative efforts first. Can you pull a card maybe for what do they need to be able to work on their own creative projects and have the faith to do it first? And then put your backup incomes, your backup jobs, or even if it's your principal income in the moment, your principal income, your principal job, but to be able to put it in a way where you'll come first. This is Leo, baby. Hit him with it.
It's actually a pretty sweet card. It's a star not in a race, in an upward position. What I like about this deck is that it's not a star, it's the stars. As you can see, there's two keys. It's actually explained two in the book. That is referring to two energies, to partnership energies. So this is what I'm getting with the help of a partner. Remember that it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a business partner. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. Whoever you choose, this is how you're going to get to all of your abundance and luck for this season, just for this time being. You need to, maybe this is, I'm getting it.
Ooh, the stars. That's Aquarius energy. This is Aquarius. This is the opposite. It's a shadow of Leo. All right? This is technically the partner of Leo. If you had a Leo rising, Aquarius would be 7th house. This is the partnership of Leo. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I lost my thought. But what this is about is it came back to me. Thank you. Someone here has guys that are too loud. It's not a bad thing. It's just it's hard not to listen to them. But this means that you really would benefit from an activation, so you can channel them. Because this happens to me a lot when people don't know how to channel their guides. They're screaming a lot when they find finally a beacon, like, oh, okay, she's listening to this, then this is how the message is coming through. The thing is,
let them know why they need to come up. If you're struggling to communicate with your guides effectively and clearly, join this guided activation, because honestly, we've been called. We get I feel like individually before we met, we've always been called. When I tell you I get called, I just get called to do things. I get called to do awkward things. It's like, go to Thailand. I'm like, Thailand? What? And then it's like, go to Guadalajara, Mexico. Guadalajara! Okay. And it's like, it took me a long time. I'm not going to lie to you. It took a time. Okay, I'm sorry. I just lied. It didn't take me long to follow what they were saying. I just lied to you already. It didn't take me long to follow what they were saying. Where I struggled more was the structure to make sure that I maximized what they were saying and that I slowed down a little bit. Exactly. That was more of my struggle. My struggle was not listening to them. I listened. But it was selective hearing, right? I listened to the fact that there is an adventure. There's something new, fun, and exciting. Oh my God!
Aries.
Sign me up!
Yeah.
But I wasn't listening to the full pack of what it all came with. So my point is, I had to figure that out for myself. I'm on that opposite spectrum of that. But based back what she was saying, come to this guided activation because part of what our call was lately was to go to Guadalajara, Mexico. We're currently in Florida. So we're going to Guadalajara, Mexico. Okay. Part of that next call with this particular thing was to check that link because we're activating you. We're helping you to go through this activation period. Understand that everybody, when they come through their spiritual awakening or they're trying to learn how to better digest their faith or their guides or what is spirituality to them, it requires a moment of activation. In all sincerity, you can do that yourself. I'm not going to tell you you can't. I did it myself, but it was much more of a struggle.
But it's exactly what this card is about. What I'm getting is for you to actually plan and for you to actually get some rest, you need a partner. You need to rely on them. That's why you need a partner. So you're not doing all of this work alone. If you do it alone, it's going to take a lot of you. And this is a clear example for me this morning. It would have taken me days to do the video that I just uploaded. But he was like, nope, you stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. Just do it. And this is how it comes to a rest. Because right now I'm getting more time for myself. So do that for you, whatever it means. If it means, like, for example, with a spouse, to them taking a little more of the housework or doing the cooking or doing something that's taking you a lot of time, just rely on them. Someone that you can also be accountable for the new things that you're trying, the routines that you're setting up. This is how you're gonna get the stars. I feel that I didn't finish with this message. The stars is one of the best cards in the tarot because it really means that a lot of abundance is coming to you and that your projects and that your wishes are actually coming true. They are a manifestation that is coming to life. So rely on your partner for doing this, and this is the beauty of this card. It's the stars, not the star. So you and your partner you rely on are gonna unlock that together. And about this activation meditation, of course, sometimes it's necessary to have some outer force. Even when you're connected with your guides, I still do that sometimes. I channel them to Pernell. I channel them with my teachers, with my masters, because you sometimes have the mind. You just need a confirmation, and that's okay too. I recently just had a reading for a friend that needed that confirmation. She was like, I'm listening to this message, but I need to understand if it's something that I am creating with my mind for myself, or if it's actually a message from my guides. And it was a message from his guides, so now he knows how to trust that intuition. That's what I taught him. Like, whenever you're feeling this, what did you feel when you got these messages? What were you doing when you saw this, when you saw that? Sometimes it comes with numbers, sometimes it comes with nature, sometimes it comes with animals. Whatever it is, you just need to recognize it. And once that you get a hang of it, you're most likely not needing anyone else. And that's the ultimate purpose, that you can do it yourselves. Of course, it is always okay to ask for help. Don't ever doubt that. If you need help, ask for it, because most likely you're going to get it in the most beautiful and supporting way. But the ultimate idea is for you to do it by yourself.
What you doing? I saw somebody drop the Leo sign. I was asking everybody in the chat to go ahead and drop where your Leo is at. Whether it's in Venus, give me the house, give me the degree. Maybe we can help you out understand what the Lionsgate will do for you specifically. Because understand, this portal is for a Leo. Like, let's be real. It's ascending and transcending everything Leo West. So she has it in her Chiron. It's helping her go through that rapid healing process. I already told her a month ago that the month coming after this month in August will be a hard month for her. I told her that a month ago, 2 months before it came. So, but not just that it's going to be hard, but also how to navigate it.
Yeah, that's the key, because if this happens to you without knowing anything at all, it's just gonna be hard and stupidly hard, because you're not gonna know where to aim or what to do. So at least now you're a little bit more prepared. And tell me that this reading is for everyone here right now. It's just that I have someone's guides like literally screaming what's the specific area of their lives that they're gonna need this. So right now the specific part was the partnership. I'm sensing a spouse for this particular person, but for everyone else, it could be a business partner, a family, a friend.
J-Lo, that's you with the spouse?
Is that your guy, J-Lo?
Well, I think she's divorced, but it almost makes me feel like a spouse to play with. Honestly, if I look at this card again, J-Lo, and I say this because I know you a little bit, I've been single for 6 years. J-Lo, this is what I'm talking about. You see the mom and the kids, but no father. There's no male presence. So you've already supported for your kids. All right, this is coming in specifically for you, J-Lo. Honestly, that's just what my mind has told me. This is the mom, you see the kids, you see the family, you see you are basically the support, the reason why they're at the pool, the reason they're actually even having fun. Okay? The reason that they get to live the lives of the stars. All of your kids. And I've heard enough from you in general, but there's no male figure. And I know enough to know that you've already spoke a couple of times about the fact that that you've been single for 6 years. So what's happening here? Okay? Leo is going through your third house. You have no planets there. So without planets being there, it means that the significance may not be overly, oh my God, as other people with Leo placements, but it will say something like you're gonna learn how to rapidly ascend during this time through this portal with communicating Leo. Right now, Mercury is literally in Leo. Mercury would be third house, or it would be sixth house for the feminine energy of Virgo. Third house for you right now, with your Leo there. So Mercury is third house. Your Leo was in the third house. Mercury and Leo, with the video that I did last, which for those of you who have not caught it, is right here. This is about my two girls leave college ending August. My last one turned 17. And the 12th coming September. And the 12th and it comes September. What I'm getting, J-Lo, when it comes to having the support, Mercury and Leo, remember, the biggest message I gave yesterday when we did our live was about Leo needs to, with his communication, Mercury and Leo, which all of us are currently in. Mercury has entered Leo yesterday or 2 days ago. Mercury needs to understand how to take advice from others.
Oh, and the message from the oracle that I pulled last night was to accept the abundance.
Accept the abundance.
Yeah, you need to be able to receive, because maybe there are blessings on your way and you're just being blinded from them, but by yourself, while you're walking like this. And you need to open a little bit your horizons. Maybe by doing this, taking this advice, you're actually going to start taking all of the blessings that are on your way. Yeah, I remember a lot because the actual mantra symbol was a sun. And it was interesting because Leo is literally the sun.
Yeah, J-Lo, this is what this is about, because I've met you before and I know you're such a strong woman. And I have this conversation, we joke about it when we have it. It's like she's like a strong Mexican woman, right? And it's kind of like, you know that like, I'm a strong Mexican woman. I don't need to listen to nobody because I'm a queen. And it's like, yes, you are a queen. Yes, you are strong. Yes, you know how to be independent. But there is such a thing as interdependence. I'm sorry, hyperdependence.
Oh.
I didn't mean inter, I meant hyper. There is a such thing as hyper independence. And I speak about that as an Aries. I'm literally a hyper dependent person. I'm a hyper independent person. And I had to embrace this. And I actually learned this from a client of mine who mirrored me and said that I'm a hyper independent person. I'm a hyper independent by myself, independent. I'm a hyper independent person. And I had a client of mine mirror that to me. So when she said that, I was like, ooh, we were reflecting there. Because I literally have been the majority of my life a hyper, aka overly dependent on myself person. And it wasn't until my sister came, while my mom was here in Florida, she came to visit. that's me always. You see what I'm saying? This is what this is about. It was when my mom came here, and my mom was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pay for you and your brother." And my sister was like, "No, it's okay. I'll pay for myself." So she basically rejected the blessing.
The abundance.
She rejected the abundance. It's not that she can't afford to pay. She could. She obviously could.
Yeah.
Right? Like, she just paid. But it's like that all the time, with that mentality, that hyper independence, is putting her in a state where she can't get up. She can't become the star. And I know because I was there. I was the same. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get above the hump because I was making sure I did it all on my own, and I was equating that to being a big boy or being and staying in integrity, being able to be self-sufficient. The reality was I've always been self-sufficient. But as a part of that, I got caught in my own cycle, my own trap, denying what it meant to just receive without having to owe. To be able to just receive the fact that, you know, my own mom said she got me for lunch.
Yeah, be mindful. It's his mom.
It's my mom.
What is she gonna ask for?
You know what I'm saying?
She's doing it happily. I know his mom. It's just something nice for her. It makes her happy to be able, to do that for her kids. So.
Yeah. So, J-Lo, that's kind of what I got for you with your Leo. I see Tammy here.
Wait.
MC, second house.
So it's also the Wind Tarot. You do have Leo. Check out the Placidus system. You may not have planets there, but you do have a Leo on certain house. So just check that out because that's how it works. I don't have any any planets on fire signs, but I do have, for example, Chiron on Leo, and I know where all my houses are within all of the zodiac signs. So just check that out so we can dig on that a little bit.
Absolutely. And for Souls of the Wind Tarot, if you want to get an astro therapy session, it can help you find all these hidden elements in astrology that is just not really there on the surface. I mean, because when we found this for her, it better help her understand even what's happening in this season now that Mercury is in Leo, the fact that the Chiron's there, but she has other elements. Her actual house in Placid is in a different house than it is in her planet, which is not a planet, but Chiron. My point behind that is astrology is a language, and how you interpret that language is going to be different and unique for each person. So it's like you can find ways for this to fit in other ways, but I personally like to use the system where, for me, Placidus is a little bit more all-encompassing. Leo alternative house.
No, it's just the house that it's in, no?
No, it'll just give you in the Placidus system, it'll just give you a house and a degree, but it won't be in a planet.
Mm-hmm.
If you already know you don't have yours in a planet, it won't be in a planet. But I'm able to find what is the energy of Leo and where is it hiding. Where is it, like, not necessarily very abundant in awareness, but it is there. It is an element that if it stays disclosed, if you will, it will continue to act out without your conscious awareness, which is okay if that's what you want. But their day will come when you're gonna wonder. And right now, Leo season is here, so that's that. I had 22nd MC. MC is 10th house, or at least it's your career because you got it in the 9th house. So your MC is Leo at 22 degrees. 22 degrees is also the degree of career, but 22 and the most negative side, it could be homicide. I'm just gonna shoot that out. It literally, the degree, I don't talk about it too much. This is mostly from Nikola Stanovich. I forget his name. I need to learn how to pronounce that properly. He has already passed. God bless him, because he's helped so many astrologers like myself, and another one I know, Beyond Tarot Astrology, Beyond the Veil Astrology. Shout out to her. Leo in the 9th. For you, this looks like you being able to teach what maybe it came in the darkness of. What has your darkness shown and revealed about your career, about your actual reputation, in a way that you can turn around and teach it? So that's really what I got for you right there, Tammy. There's a way where you're looking at, you're being asked to basically transcend those pains, whatever that darkness was. And I want to find your, video, because I think that a lot of people here will benefit from hearing your particular message, because you have a very unique message, and I think that it caters to women all over the world in a way that I won't actually ever be able to speak about, because it is your message. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for your video, and in the meanwhile, I'm going to get to the next person. I found it right here. Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. We have Tammy, who's in the chat. I'm dropping her video for y'all. Definitely go ahead and take a moment to check it out, because I think it was one of the most evolutionary talks. I was in Mexico when this went down. All right. All right. Bam. And bam. Boom. So that's Tammy. Check her out. You're very welcome. Thank you, J-Lo. I like to be aware. Yeah, great. So the best I can help you is get an astrology reading. John. Okay, my man. Let me see what this is. 13 degrees, second house. I don't know if I found that out properly. John,
well, it seems specific.
It seems super specific.
Yeah, for not being.
John, the only question I have is, and thank you, J-Lo, for saying that the sessions are well worth it. We had an astro therapy session, so that's dope. I thank you for that. We're all stardust, absolutely.
Yes.
Last set only. You have me on WhatsApp. My one question is, do you know your time? And I'm gonna bold it. Do you know your exact time? All you need is your time of birth, your exact time, and your date of birth. The exact time. I prefer personally, especially as an astrologer, I consider myself a very scientific man. I'm a very precise human being. I want 9:04 p.m. at 37 seconds if you can give it. But I'll take 9:04. You feel me? I don't want 9 o'clock a.m.
Yeah.
I don't want around 9:30. I want the time. And then I can give you the best possible result.
Yeah, we did it with my sister because we weren't sure.
Bathroom break.
Yes.
You too?
Yeah, I'm holding it. Anyways,
You got it.
yeah, we tried to do it with my sister because she didn't know her exact time. I don't know why her birth certificate that she had didn't match her time. It was non-existent. And we asked my mom. She was like, "Oh, it was around 2." That's non-specific at all. So we started with trying with those times, and some things matched, some things not so much. And finally my dad was like, "Oh, I do have her birth certificate, the first one that actually has the time." And it was like super specific. I don't remember, but let's say 102. And that is when we said the exact birthday, we checked all of her chart, and it made perfect sense. Like there were minimum changes for some things. Some things were just like degrees. The planet and the sign were the same, but the degree was different, and that made all of the difference when we were doing the reading. And there were some things that actually changed because, let's say, she had like Aries in the 29th degree, and by changing an hour, it came out to be Taurus in, I don't know, the 2nd degree. So that's why the exact time, it's really, really helpful.
Yeah, John, I just saw your message about get the exact time before you finish the live. Which the live, I think, is pretty much at that. It's coming to that close point soon. It's a good time to ask questions. I've seen there's 15 people in here. I only saw 2 people drop their degrees, their house, and their planet. So this is a good time to just get free game on some real talk. Like, get free game, drop your planet as those last couple questions.
Do you want to do a dynamic so I can pull this for a specific person?
Yeah.
Do a dynamic while I get a brew.
What's a dynamic?
Yeah, something like tell me.
What language is this, woman? You want to pull a dynamic? Like, do we have this as a code word? Like, what is a dynamic? Like
what you do with a dream? What's the Leo card in tarot or something like that?
She's crazy.
I'm not crazy. Just find out some way that we can choose just one person to do the tarot reading. Okay,
I got you.
Thank you.
Lulu, what's up? Lulu call. I don't think you're Lulu that I knew 6-7 years ago. I'm pretty sure you're not her. Let me see. But if you are her, then you're the same Lulu that watched me get my ass whooped by the police in New Haven, Connecticut. Because for any of y'all that think that is not real, police brutality exists. So if you're that Lulu, you watched me get my ass whooped and nearly tasered by the popo. John, delete that comment. Sugar tip. How do I do that? John, never put your time online, okay? Never, 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 never. I deleted it for you. Everybody, understand this. Do not give your birth time to anybody. I'm telling you this as an astrologer. Do not give your birth time to anybody. The keys and the answers in your birth code, it is not something free, nilly-willy to put on the internet, ever. I've never put my birth time on the internet. I don't even like telling girlfriends my birth time, on some real. There's a reason why China does not give the birth time to their citizens, because you can't keep 1 billion people enslaved if they understand the keys to their soul blueprint. I said your soul, not your human body, not PernellBobby, but the soul that rests inside of this meat carcass who will die. And the soul won't and be transferred onto another. Not PernellBobby, my soul. Never give away your birth time. Nope, you're not the one who watched me get my ass whooped by the popo. Okay. So welcome Lulu to the channel. I'm not sure if I've seen you too often before. So Lulu is glad to have you. Let me look. I see right now you have the 7th house of Leo in the 9th degree. Absolutely, Jay. You guys are still on. New York City is hot. Yo, I'm down in Florida. It's hotter than a mother lover down here, man. We've been in the AC. I ain't gonna play with you. You guys still on, and I'm waiting to move to Mexico. Woo! What do you mean you're waiting to move to Mexico? You don't have plans yet? Okay, Lulu, we're gonna pull this card for you out of the Shadow Tarot deck. This is not your card. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the imagery of the cards. All right. So Lulu, you are 7th house, Leo, 9th degree. Do you have a planet, Lulu? I'm guessing you didn't, because I'm pretty sure you would have included it. So if you don't have a planet, this is what this looks like for you. Lulu, are you currently dating? I'm gonna ask you that. And if you're not dating, or if you are dating, are you in a business partnership? Those are the 2 things I want to ask, and it can help me better guide where this message goes for your Leo Lionsgate message. Starting. Well, we will be in Guadalajara, Mindy. Guadalajara. I spelled that wrong. She's going to kill me. Did I spell it right?
No, it's right. Guadalajara. Yes.
I'm Mexican.
I'm Mexican. Yeah, sure.
Something you're a bit confused about astrology charts. Can a sign be in 2 different houses?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you're married.
Ooh. Oh, maybe you were the one that was reading this house.
Maybe you were the one for the star card, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a feeling too. Okay, so here's how this affects you. You can pull a card for her specifically.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be about Leo. How will the Lionsgate affect you and your Leo placement on this portal? Iris is going to connect and pull. You saw how I did that? And pull a card. 7th house in Leo. So for your marriage, this is looking like, one, you taking accelerated and rapid growth in your partnership, potentially moving it from the stage of marriage that you're currently in and shifting the belief patterns. Where have you been personally too stubborn around certain beliefs that you maybe even have gathered and gained before you were consciously aware of it? And because it's already been imprinted, it's just running on in that partnership for you. And it's like you have a very, in your relationship, bold demeanor where, you know, what you say is what goes. It may be asking you in this time frame to look at where have those belief patterns developed. Parents would be the simplest thing to go to for starters, but it could easily have been a friendship that you've had that helped structure your belief systems back around the age of 17 years old. I always like to think of this as like the mean girls time, whether you are the king or queen of your clique, your woman, or the queen of your clique, is asking you potentially to look back at where have the belief patterns been formed around how you deal with your partners. Where maybe have you been a little bit too bigger than life itself, or 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 have you not been honoring the fact that you deserve more? Maybe there's a belief system on the opposite end that says, I don't deserve to be treated like a queen in this particular relationship. So really you have to pick and choose where this at, which still could have been formed from a belief pattern. Still could have been formed from a belief pattern. My recommendation in this time frame to go through this ascension process would be to take on a mentor, ninth house is mentorship, the ninth degree, mentorship, a teacher, or even just take a long distance trip or travel. It's time to learn something, potentially even taking a course, or working with somebody one-on-one to help you better own the power of who you are as a queen and what makes you unique in the ways that you relate with others. And she has a card for you.
Yeah, and I really feel like you should check the tarot poll that I made for Lionsgate, because it's a lot of these messages. Honestly, the power of getting guidance is something that we are gonna need on Lionsgate. And for you specifically, I had a 7 of Wands, which means that you're taking on too much work, and that is work that doesn't belong to you. So maybe it's because you have this mindset of I want it all done as I want, as I like, and I know that my spouse is not gonna do it as well as I do it. But you really need to start checking on those beliefs, or maybe you have the belief that if you stop doing all of these things for him or for whomever, that they're gonna leave you. But this is not the reality. This is the illusion of the season. Illusion. Yeah, so the 7 of Wands is literally about having too much work that doesn't belong to you. And remember that for this season, you really need to rest. So you need to rely on, I'm getting big vibes that this is espousing, that you need to rely on him to do more things so you can rest. Because it's something that you're going to need to focus on the things that you actually want to do. Because most of the stuff that you're doing and that you're picking up is not something that you're actually happy to do. It's just something that you have the need to do. That you feel you have the need to do, because it's not something that you can only do yourself. It's something that you're just not relying on anybody else. So I would check that, and that is your message.
Yeah, when she dropped that, it made me want to drop once again the guided activation meditation. I want to see y'all this Sunday. Eileen and I will be there. She will be singing, but it will be primarily as a form of sound therapy, okay? Primarily to hear the voice of an angel. In all sincerity, her Mercury is in Pisces. She has the voice of an angel. She has the voice of the divine. It is what it is. You can check the live that we did last night. You might see a sample of it. I thank you all for those thumbs up, by the way, anybody that's brand new. So check this event. Come see us there where you can actually interact, where we're not just talking to you, but we're engaging with you because you can talk back with us. That makes more sense to me. She says that this is on point. I'm breaking this pattern and longer surgery. Thank you so much.
Very good. That made me have chills. Yeah, they were your guides.
They were yours.
I'm listening.
So
yes.
hers was the star that came.
Yeah, because I'm getting chills. That usually means that you got the message, that you understood. That they are like happy chills. You know how you have like happy tears? That's something like that. It's a weird feeling, but it's when something actually gets the message and it's understood on a emotional, spiritual level, because a lot of times something can get picked up logically, but it's not quite said on their emotions or on their spiritual, metaphysical side. So it takes a little bit longer. But for you, I feel like it's maybe something that hit, something that you already knew, but it finally hit on your deep cellular healing that you needed to do. So I'm very happy for you. This is a great step. Just remember to keep listening to it, stick to your routines, and don't ever go back to those patterns. Remember that you're tearing them down for a reason.
This is the Irish Connection by Eileen, Lionsgate Tarot reading. She did it and posted it a little bit earlier today. It's very short. It's only 7 to 8 minutes, which is dope because you get a more comprehensive read.
It's 8 minutes because it's 8.
It's 8 minutes and 20 seconds, and 20 is 8 again, the degree of Scorpio, so it's 8. Look at that. You want to go through the psychological transformation, check that out. I don't see any more people who put up their Leo placements, so I'm going to look to cut it closer to this time from here. But with that said, I'm going to reveal to you again this screenshot and win will end. Okay. Again, 8. Once again, 8. Oh my God, this 8-8 portal was crazy. 8 people so far have signed up for the screenshot and win. We just had on here somebody won a free mentorship. That was Adrienne, and she just won a free mentorship on the spot. So I'm looking forward to her message somewhere, whether in email. Wow, you looking like a goddess with that light shining on you. Go ahead, God. This. Go ahead. Do you do? I'm like, can I get some of that shine? Hey now, my arm. Look at my majestic arm. You got a whole face. I got an arm. Look at divinity at work. It's like shine, goddess, shine. So yeah, I the screenshot and win. Check that out. That's the PDF. If you're not familiar with the Abundant Reality Kickstart, more of what that looks like from a sample will show you weeks 1 through 8. J-Lo, if you are here, Lulu, for sure, you as well. If this is what you're currently going through, you should definitely be in here. Understand that one person will win this mentorship for free. One person will get this mentorship 55% off. One person will get this mentorship 33% off. August 1st, that all ends. I lied.
August 1st is the early bird price ending, and tomorrow is when we're gonna end this contest. So be sure to participate today, because tomorrow we're gonna shout out who is the winner of each of these prizes, whether it's the free place and the mentorship, the 55% or the 33% places.
So tomorrow the shout out's not gonna happen because we're gonna be out moving with your sister the day after.
Oh yeah, okay, so you have today and tomorrow. That's a little bit longer, so be sure to take this opportunity. This is totally fated. If you are not able to do it today, feel free to do it tomorrow, but that is the last day, the absolute last day.
Yeah, it's still over tomorrow. We just won't shout it out until 2 days. So let me I'm sorry, let me clarify that.
I think that if we're not shouting it out tomorrow,
then we should extend it.
Yeah,
You're such a loving person.
I mean, there's no reason.
No, I mean, I guess it makes sense because I know that we're more likely to shout it out on the live in 2 days. So tomorrow we likely won't go live at all. The day after, which is what day is that? That's Saturday. Saturday we're likely to go live, and we'll shout that winner out. The next day on Sunday, mind you, the contest will already be over. Yet and however, we are giving this free mentorship, not mentorship, we are giving this free activation away. All right, it's going to be guided. This is where I get to do and be who I love to be. And this is really me stepping into more of my shamanic body. That stuff happens more on the offline scenario for me, because I need to listen to you more so. It's like, what am I transmitting, right? Through sounds in meditation. Sounds for me is big. Animals, your angel guides, your dragon guides, these are big for me. With Eileen, I know it's more about water healing. Okay, she's more of a healer with the water element on the intuition space, stuff like that. So expect this guided meditation to come tomorrow. Expect to move. I'm a big fan of movement with the meditations, movement with the guidance. Okay, I like to flow. I like to do embodied movements. So while I'm speaking, while I'm transmitting the message from your channels to help you go through the activation, expect to be moving your body. So do come in gear that you don't mind sweating in. Not that you should expect to sweat, but in all sincerity,
yeah, it's not jogging or doing burpees.
It's not jogging or doing some exercise related. But when we do breath work, you oftentimes will be sweating because the breath work is intense. When those guys come through and they're giving you a message that they waited 9 months to give you, it can be intense sometimes depending on who you are.
And it also, for me, sometimes it gets super hot, but sometimes it also gets like super cold. And I like to call this like cosmic cold. Understanding that we come from other planets. We're not literally humans. We don't belong in Earth most of the times. So you do get this cosmic cold. It's so weird to explain. Only when you feel it, you're going to understand it. So you can go both ways. I get it a lot. Most of all in meditations. Sometimes when I'm doing meditations, I get super cold. So be prepared for everything.
Adriana, thank you. Congratulations, you won. I see you saying you throwing appreciation out there. That's really dope. We didn't plan on that. That's what's so lovely about life. And also just those of you who participate in these lives. I want to really say this as a mode of appreciation. you know, the way I feel, like I'm definitely a fifth house stellium where I had to learn how to control it a little bit. But I'm like, I want to celebrate you. I want to have you send me a photo, and I want to cut the background out and post you up as like, look at this month's winner. Honestly, I'm already really thinking about that. If that's something you're down for, and you know you have a channel that you like to support, I'm gonna check the channel, of course, and obviously. But if I rock with it as well, which I'm likely sure that I do, I want to go ahead and send people your way, and so they can see your channel, because this is what Leo community and tribe is about. This is what Aquarius community and tribe is about. This is the Lionsgate 2022 portal 222 partnership, okay, at the highest level, as well as us appreciating and supporting others. Service is number 6. 222 is 6. Service is a part of the message of this Lionsgate portal. So let's not get too far off track. I know I'm passionate, she's passionate, and we like to talk. And we like to just get rolling. Sometimes we gotta just, you know, we gotta follow and stick with the algorithm, so we make sure the message gets out there. But at the same time, it's about really just serving. In all sincerity, it's like I didn't come here to live this particular human existence to show you that I'm the best at everything.
The humble said.
I'm not gonna say everything, but a lot of things, and I'm happy about it, and I have no shame with it. So, in all sincerity, it's like, but at the same time, it's like it's not about that. It really is not about that. Like I told her earlier, you know, when you're going through all these dark times, and we got a whole crap ton of them coming, I promise you, I had a freaking war in my dream last night, and it wasn't a dream, it was a prophecy. And these things have come all throughout my years, and I get these prophetic moments. I didn't used to understand them, but this is clear. And I try to remind people that humor is the only way that you really make it through these things. Don't take stuff so seriously, because you're gonna lose stuff. Material things are gonna be
You're
lost.
gonna feel like you lose.
You're gonna
stuff.
feel the deception of, oh my God, I lost something important and valuable to me. It's not really happening like that. Energetically, this portal will transcend you to a place where you understand social currency as the higher form of wealth, all right? Friendship, love, at an unconditional fashion when you give and you serve others, but you're not expecting something in return. And Leo energy does expect something a little bit in return. Ultimately, it expects attention. Not even really material things. It expects attention for the vision that it has. You're going to transcend so that you just put that vision, act on that vision without the expectation. This is part of that portal, and I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for checking in. For the last time, I'm going to drop this guided activation meditation and sound therapy. Come check her live as you hit the thumbs up on this YouTube video.
That's a language too.
It is a language. Excuse me. As you come hear her sing live, she's going to be singing a song that's going to relate and really hit. So if you have not heard her voice, it is incredible. And full circle, the last thing I'll say is check her YouTube video. I think I posted it already, no?
Yeah, it's somewhere up there. If not, you can look up Iris Connection Violin and you'll get my channel. If you can, please subscribe. I hate doing lives from my computer because it's non-existent right now. And I need 50 followers to do it from my phone. So you would really be helping me out a whole lot.
Yeah, we gotta get her to 50. We gotta get her to 50 so that she can do these lives from her phone, because her computer is...
It's
pooped. It pooped. That MacBook said, you didn't update me, mother lover. You gotta update me every 5 minutes, or I'm gonna stop and be obsolete.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon. I wanna say I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you on Sunday with Eileen. Tomorrow. Crap.
It's okay.
Yeah, tomorrow we have the Screenshot and Win ending 2 days now, apparently. And we'll go live to announce the winner. I love you. Check our... Yeah.